Hello and a very warm welcome to all our racing patrons for the second day of the winter races. This is a preview on the Sunday meeting. First race of the afternoon is the Division 1 of the Democracy Plate to be run over 1200 meters in Category 3. Starting off with Angel Tesoro and once more who ran in race number 144 over 1200 meters in monsoon. And once more was produced very wide and behind the field is Angel Tesoro, who never reproduced that other 3 runs where it had finished on the board. So with a drop of 1 point has come down in class, especially here finishing a far away ninth. On the other hand, once more has shown little improvement comparing its other runs. So earlier 2 runs off the board, but here close fifth to Lagos, we can see. Lagos finished on well with winning but 2 lengths. And we go to Sharkville, who ran in race number 122, Xfinity, the eventual winner. Ridden hard was Xfinity to win it by 1.5 length. When you look at the runs of Sharkville, particularly this monsoon has never shown any form, so gets a drop of 2 points, has come down in class. Star Racer ran in race number 121 over 1600 meters, ran very wide on the outer part of the track. You can see it with a maroon and gold cap, ridden hard, but still could not pick up momentum except for its win in class 4, beating Max by 2 lengths. Later on with a couple of penalty, that was around 8 points. 3 runs in that penalty finished off the board. Number 6 Aerial Combat and number 7 Lifetime are the runners who ran in race number 136, which was won by Aerial Combat, whereas Lifetime was interfered as Aerial Combat drifted out at around 450 meters. Despite that, Aerial Combat won very comprehensively with a margin of 2 3/4 of a length, getting a penalty of 9 points. And Lifetime, on the other hand, after winning a 5.5 furlong trip in this 6 furlong, disturbed, finished on 7th. 8 is Alluri's Pride. Alluri's Pride credentials, race number 128, and finished 6th. It was observed the horse has pulled up lame. That may be the reason for his non-performance. Even other starts earlier not good to go by, except for race number 38, where it won, beating Berkeley by half a length. Other 3 runs in higher class off the board. Number 9 is Sugar and Spice. Even this horse, this is race number 96 of monsoon, where it pulled a flame and by finishing 12th out of 14 runners behind Jean Lafay, as it pulled a flame, finished off the board, and now running after a good break of about nearly 2 months is Sugar and Spice. We can see that it is running over nearly 45 days. Number 10 is Art in Motion, who ran in race number 130 of monsoon over 6 furlong. Winner earlier in race number 93 in class 5, took a penalty of 8 points in a higher class. Did his best, but still the company was tough for it, where it finished on 5th to Proud. Retained the same rating. Second win in 19 starts for Art in Motion. In race number 93, later on here, race number 130 finished on 5th. Number 11 Sacred Lamb ran in race number 141, finishing 8 to Rhythm Selection. Except for 1/3 in race number 89 in 6 starts, the horse has never featured on the board, so gets a drop of 3 points. Second race on this Sunday meeting is the CHV Lakshmi Prasad Rao Sardesai Sircilla Memorial Cup to be run over 1600 meters for horses rated 40 to 65. Number 1 is City of Wisdom, the eventual winner in race number 118. Even though wobbled a bit in the final stages of the race, the rider was able to correct and get the win by 2 lengths, beating NRI Elegance. Gets a penalty of 10 points for this win. With its extra penalty of 10 points, there will be an extra 200 meters for City of Wisdom. Number 2 is Mirana, who ran in race number 144, late on the outside to finish 3rd behind Lagos. Even earlier run 1400 meters, 3rd to Saffron Art. Sprint 3rd, but running over a mile. Earlier 1 mile run has finished on 5th, up by 1 point. Number 3, Kesariya Balam. Number 4, Mark My Word. Number 9, Crazy Horse are the 3 runners who are being shown here. This is race number 135, which was run over 1800 meters. And going by the form of Mark My Word, this race was won by Maximum Glamour. This time, Maximum Glamour had never had that easy win, what it had in earlier 2 starts. Just 3/4 of a length from the second horse, whereas Kesariya Balam warmed up to finish 4th and Crazy Horse finishing 5th, Mark My Words 7. That's a form. We have number 5, Naughty Dancers, Benny Bobbin, not declared to start. This is race number 68, which was won by Kensington, the Colts Championship Stakes, where Kensington flew in the final stages, even though after drifting out of the wider part of the track, got it beating Firepower on the post. Number 7, Lamha, ran in race number 129 over 2,000 meters, produced on the center of the course after having 2 back-to-back wins over mile in class 4, beating Grand Finale and Cheltenham, and taking a penalty of 8 points. 9 points for his second win over a 2,000 meter trip. I think could not stay on with that penalty over a longer trip in a higher class. Despite that, managed to finish third by a margin of 8 lengths, up by 1 point. Today, running over its bed distance of mile. Painted Apache, this is a horse which is informed last monsoon winner of 2 races, 2,000 meters, won by 2 1/4 length, and 9 furlong trip, won by 1 1/2 length. Today, mile, will it be a little short with a penalty of 8 points? It's a question in a higher class for Painted Apache. ASHWA RAUDEE, winner in race number 113. According to me, it was quite easy win, even though Forever Brawn bridged the gap. ASHWA RAUDEE managed to win it by 1 1/2 lengths, gets a penalty of 6 points, and also gets promoted. Number 11, LOCKHART, ran in race number 7 of winter races, that is last week, over 1,400 meters, and finished on 8-2. New Look gets a drop of 3 points, even in last season off the board. We move on to the third race of the afternoon, the Division 2 of the Democracy Plate, to be run over 6 furlong in Category 3 for 4-year-olds and upward, rated 20 to 45. Number 1, Flying Jet. This is the first win for this 4-year-old filly, who got it on its 17th start, beating Beauty Flash by 2 lengths. So gets a penalty of 8 points for this win. Mind Reader, number 2 in the card, ran in race number 128 over 6 furlong. Chased the stablemate Blissful and managed to take the runner-up berth by a length behind the winner, by 2 lengths behind the winner. Up by 3 points for this second is Mind Reader. Number 5, City of Blossom, who ran in race number 136, finishing 6-2. Aerial Combat. Going by the form of this runner, having 5 runs last season, 9th, 7th, 9th, 8th and 6th. Slow improvement shown by City of Blossom, gets a drop of 3 points. Curcumin, this is a horse which is showing little form after 3 dismal performances. Race number 130, 4th to Proud. Race number 137, within a week, improved performance by a margin of 4 lengths to Beauty on Parade. Up by 3 points over the same distance in the same class for Curcumin. Number 7 is Dunkirk. Going by the form of Dunkirk, who has not shown any form in the last monsoon season, having nearly 5 runs off the board, and that was over a mile. What we are looking at, race number 121, now will be tried over 6 furlong. Earlier 3 6 furlongs, finished 5th, 9th and 10th in that order, gets a drop of 2 points. 8 is Ibuk, who ran in race number 130, finishing 3rd to Proud. This horse was interfered soon after the start, then pulled out, produced on the center of the course, ridden hard, galloped well, but still short of nearly 3 lengths at the post behind the winner, up by 1 point. So improved performance by Ibuk after comparing its other 4 runs where it finished off the board. And Gusty Note ran in race number 101 over 1200 meters, always a dasher to the front, even in this run. Ran like that, but still could not stay on for a long time. Once in the last 200 meters, packed off very badly to finish 10th out of 11 runners, gets a drop of 4 points. Number 10, California Beauty, having last 4 runs in last season, thrice on board, but ran in race number 6 of this season. Got interfered at around 1100 meters. Brilliant View won this race by a nose, but California Beauty on the winter track finished on off the board. Number 11 is Sea Wolf, who remains a maiden in 17 starts. This 5-year-old, even though has been on the board 5 times, 1 second, twice third and twice fourth, this particular run finished on 4th to Elmira. Earlier ran 3rd over a 7 furlong to Iceberry, by 3 lengths here 4th. Fourth race on this second day of the winter races Sunday meeting, is the Soviet Star Plate to be run over 1100 meters in category 2. And number 1, Xfinity, number 7, Amira are the two runners who ran in race number 122, which was won by Xfinity. Look at Xfinity ridden hard, even though Amira doing its best to catch Xfinity. Still a length and a half separated at the post, up by 8 points for this win. Xfinity, whereas Amira gets a penalty of 3 points. Last 3 runs, Amira has made a hat-trick of seconds, whereas Xfinity twice fourth and a winner. Notable run of Xfinity. Number 3, Incredilis, 6-4-1-4, 11 different. They all ran in race number 144. Let's start with different, who covered ground between the runners, went over his way to finish on the board 4th to Lagos, whereas Incredilis, front runner, packed off and finished on 8th. And earlier, this horse has won on start to finish bit, but could not reproduce that run, whereas number 6-4-1-4, even this runner, after winning in a class 4 higher class, did not suit with a distance of 1200 meters. Now running over the further shorter trip of 1100 meters is 414. We go to Full Volume, who ran in race number 118, which was won by City of Wisdom. Earlier third, twice third, over 7 furlong trip, 2-6 furlong off the board, 1-7 furlong again in race number 118, 7th. Gets a drop of 2 points. Number 5 is Trump Star, the eventual winner. In race number 101, tackled Amira quite easily and darted to a victory of 2 1/4 length. Was knocking on the door, 7 furlong 4th, 6 furlong 2nd, then again 6 furlong winner, gets a penalty of 8 points for this win and also gets promoted to higher class as Trump Star. Number 8 is Beauty on Parade. This is a horse which has caught form after winning 2 races back to back, 6 furlong. The one thing that surprised me was taking a top weight of 60 kilos. The horse has won by 4 lengths, gets a penalty of 9 points, and meeting Xfinity, who has already won in this class. So getting a promotion for this win is Beauty on Parade. It's a question, in this class, will it be able to tackle Xfinity? Because the way it won with a top weight of 60 kilos, that has caught my eye. Mystery ran in race number 5 of the winter and finished on 5th behind Market King, who won it by 4 lengths. So far away, 5th was Mystery. Blissful and NRI Magic, they ran in race number 128, which was won by Blissful, the eventual winner. You can see Mind Reader bridging the gap, whereas NRI Magic was in chase of Blissful and lost the runner-up berth to Mind Reader by a length. Good win for Blissful, taking a penalty of 8 points. Even this runner gets promoted, whereas NRI Magic finished on 3rd. The feature event of the afternoon is the HP Mystery Memorial Cup, which is the 5th race in today's card to be run over 6 furlong for horses rated 80 and above. That's a category 1 race. And coming for scrutiny are number 2, Kafkazal, number 3, Victory Parade, number 4, Smashing Blue, number 5, ASHWA Bravo, number 7, Galloping Gangster. In the lead was Smashing Blue, tackled by Victory Parade. Kafkazal very wide, but look at ASHWA Bravo is looking for a gap between the runners, and he managed to maneuver its way and won its 3rd win for the season and gets a penalty of 10 points. Whereas Smashing Blue, this run finished on 2nd, earlier winner in race number 13, beating Kafkazal by a margin of shorted, whereas Kafkazal last 3 runs, 2nd, 3rd, 4th. This horse is not able to climb up the ladder because even as the age 6-year-old has run a mighty race according to me, but here little late on the scene to finish 4th. Victory Parade ran a good race, finishing 3rd, whereas Galloping Gangster being a back marker in this race, finishing 7th out of 7th. Next we go over to Havelock Cruise Premier Action. This is number 6 and 8 in the card. They ran in race number 138, which was won by Havelock Cruise. Look at Havelock Cruise, who went on a start to finish bid and extended well to a lead of 1 1/4 length at the post, with NRI Valley charging, and Premier Action very hard ridden, but still 4th over a mile. Now both the runners were running over a sprint distance. The last race for the day is the 6th race, the recommender plate to be run over a mile in category 3 for horses rated 20 to 45. Number 1, Cheltenham. Number 3, Zamazenta are the runners. They ran in race number 127 over a mile, and Cheltenham, little improved performance, covered ground to finish 3rd, whereas Zamazenta on the other hand, this is a much expected runner but did not deliver the goods. Earlier run, winner over a mile, then 9 furlong trip, finished on 3rd behind Painted Apache, but here 6th, whereas Cheltenham on the other hand has run some good races, tries on the board in 5 starts. Number 2, Moringa. Number 7, Campania. They ran in race number 133 over a 9 furlong trip. And back to mile. Going with the form of Moringa, winner over a mile, later on tested over longer trips of 2000 as well as 9 furlong, where it finished in 3rd and 2nd respectively. And Campania, on the other hand, is the one after 2 dismal performances. Here, little improved performance coming from Campania, finishing 3rd. Led the field, particularly in this run, went to the front and did his best to stay on and lost it by 1.5 lengths. Number 4 is Rhythm Selection, the eventual winner in race number 141. Surprise run of Rhythm Selection, a long shot one, made a pillar to post victory. Earlier run did not finish the race and pulled up at the 400 meter mark, but here turned out to be a surpriser of the pack. Gets a penalty of 10 points. Number 5, Top Diamond. Number 12, Top in Class, are the 2 runners. Race number 119 over 7 furlong. Top in Class, winner in race number 75. That was in Class 5. Higher Class has not done anything much, always off the board, whereas Top Diamond, after winning in race number 56, second run of its career, finished on 2nd to good connection, up by 3 points. Number 6 is Wallop and Gallop. There's a horse that got a win. Very interesting ride given by the jockey. Even though slightly drifted out, he collected it and then got it, beating Quality Warrior on the post by 1.25 length. Very impressive win according to me. So gets a penalty of 11 points. I think handicappers might assist its win properly. Number 8 is Line Weiler. This is a horse in race number 108, finished on 5th to Beauty on Parade. Had a mock race on 25th of October, where it won that mock race very impressively. Gets a penalty of gets a drop of 3 points, and today's putting cross nose band. Number 9, Dream Station, and number 13, Miraya are the runners, with Miraya in race number 134 off the board. Earlier 2 runs on the board, 3rd in a mile and 2nd in a 7 furlong trip, but here off the board. Dream Station, on the other hand, consistent performer, but still yet to stand in the winner's circle. Even this runner, having 10 runs, still remains a maiden. Today's putting rubber debate. Number 10 is BLICKFANG, who ran in race number 121 over a mile, pushed out in the final stages of the race, according to me, as the front runner, slightly weird out, but still managed to finish 5th, ridden hard, with winner being Miss Marvelous, and close 5th is BLICKFANG. Gets a drop of 2 points.